The ship's 21st birthday began in a relaxed mood. No one could have predicted that a signal from the American Navy would make it a day to remember.
Oh, you bastards! Let me out! Let me out!
Hey, buddy, I don't know what you're laughing for. You're next.
That's it. Got a bit of cold water now.
I'm a recovery station.
We tipped Dustbin over.
He wants to tip it over.
Well, basically all you're going to do is just make a little cut in your gum there, peel back a little bit of the gum with a little triangular corner, just so that we can see the tooth, because it's almost completely buried down there, as you've seen for yourself. And then just pop the tooth out, as simple as that. We're going to want the Austin's elevator. No, this one here. Austin's retractor. And the two Couplands. Yeah. That's it. And the Perry-Austin elevator. Over there. That's the one. Super. I think that's all we need. Oh, and some forceps too, which I'll need to give you. Oh yeah, and the scalpel handle. Now, as well as that injection you had just now, I'm going to put two smaller injections in, OK, just to knock off a couple of extra subsidiary nerves. Just turn your head towards me. That's good. Nice and on there? Good, okay. Okay. Just take it out. And there's the tooth.
Really, one's better to go up, leave that hole up to start it. Yes, go up there. Yes. I mean, and that really is it there, isn't it?
Yes, it's right into the corner.
I mean, that is just on that very corner.
Yes.
Well, this signal says that there's somebody on board an American nuclear submarine with a serious appendicitis and requires immediate medical attention, and asking us to proceed at best speed to a rendezvous position which is up just north of the Azores, and asking us to be there at 1300 Zulu, that's Greenwich Mean Time, tomorrow, which we can just about do. signal we're going to make to the Americans, I'm going to say, where do you want us to bring him back to the ship, or should we land him in the base in the Azores? But
and offer my assessment services, so I could go on assessment, which might save us a problem.
Yeah.
If I could say, yes, I'd land this chap.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is, it'll be quicker to put him ashore than it will be to get him back to the ship, because I was proposing to fly off 100 or so miles away.
Yes.
But the rendezvous is only 15 miles off the coast of the island.
It's odd.
Yeah, it's very odd.
So if you flew me off early, in fact, if I made a decision early enough to fly him off to the island, you could turn back earlier.
Yeah, that's
save
right.
us time
That's
and
right.
fuel,
That's
etc.
right. That's right.
Right, so roughly the timing of this show is what, tomorrow forenoon, is
Yeah.
it?
Breakfast.
Food's no problem, and the RAS, the replenishment at sea of solids, can wait. But the liquid fuel, the fuel oil, we must have, and we might have to do that at short order.
Morning, mate. Hi, good stuff. Look, what are the penalties of razzing, vertrapping food this afternoon rather than tomorrow? Yeah. The problem, in short, is that there's an American submarine with an acute appendicitis somewhere up about 400 miles to the north. We've been detailed to go off up there. There's some doubt about the position, in fact, but it's certainly somewhere to the north of us. Looks rather near the Azores. We're not really terribly sure why the Americans don't want to put him into the Azores, but still, that's a different problem. But having gone up there and sent Line S on the Pym, we probably aren't going to join up again for another 4 days. Can we last that long? Well, which would you rather do? Would you rather razz this afternoon with all the penalties involved, or leave it for 4 days if we have to? Yep, that's fine. Thanks. Yep.
But our idea would be to get within seeking range.
Yes, I'd like
Rather
to
than
get,
take
I'd like
the
to get
ship
within,
straight
say,
up,
120 miles of Large. Large is on this one, is it?
Is it? Or is it?
Who's got the ship?
I have the ship, sir.
Right, well, what are you doing in here?
Trying to come down in speed, sir, if this is possible, so the maintenance can get up and
Yeah,
on.
well, I'll come out in a minute, but you get out on the bridge. Could be there in the early hours of tomorrow morning, so at 100 miles off. Right?
Yes, but they have stated a time.
Yes, they have, at 1300.
1300.
He's bloody ill, this bloke. Looking at the other, these other signals, he's ruptured his appendix, almost certainly. He's got pus flowing around his abdomen. He went into bacterial shock by the looks of it, endotoxic shock.
If we're going to pick him up, rather than you do surgery on board, it's a stretcher case.
Yeah.
And that'll put him in more shock.
This is it. I mean, there is a possibility, as I stuck on my little bit of paper there, that he's going to be too ill to move.
Yeah.
In which case, what you'd have to do then is surgery on board a nuke. I don't know what their setup is like.
Yeah.
This is a bit risky. And I wouldn't have any gear.
It's a sturgeon class
Sturgeon,
SSN.
SSN. Well,
Elderly.
perhaps.
No,
it's a push.
fairly new.
It's perhaps a
Fairly
push. But I would, in fact, sit tight, ready to go in if I had to. But I should think probably not. I wouldn't have to, with the view that we would wait until our crew came alongside.
Yeah. You're getting a chap up from the sick bay, up through a nuclear boat.
You've got to go
up through
along.
the fin.
Right. You've got to at least get him 45 degrees. And then, can you go out through the forward hatch?
Well, you can if the sea state's all right. It
Yeah,
depends on the sea
right.
state.
He's reporting 6 metres up there. That's 18
6
feet.
metres, 18 feet of swell.
Yeah.
Can we have one of those signals?
Yeah, it might be interesting.
Yeah.
There's been a good long fetch, and it's had long enough to have built up a northwesterly swell into that area.
But the problem then is catching up the rest of the group. We may need speed after that. So
Yes.
we can
So I think
return
what
at
we
something
need
like
to do so is turn towards now at a reasonable speed, whatever we need to make that by midday tomorrow. Taking old meter with us, Raz at, say, convenient time, say about 1500, and then send him off.
And what about the RAS
The
from
Raz
Line
and
S?
food, well, we could wait for another 5 minutes or so
Yeah,
just to ascertain the food position. I think we can do without it, in fact.
Yes, I mean, I don't think it's vital.
There are 1 or 2 items, some sort of frozen foods which we need to top up, but I don't think any of them are vital. But we'll in a few minutes. Well, I'll get an intention signal what time it is, and I'll tell Commander to stand.
He's on the way up with the first lieutenant.
I feel we might do better to put off at 20 and state a rendezvous there rather earlier, which would at least imply to Burgle that we could pick him up earlier.
The seating can always go into Lash and refuel there.
Indeed.
Can't it? I mean,
the weather is ideal at the moment. I haven't checked.
we better get the weather.
Nestle then. Well, I'll get the Met, so there's not much more we can get about.
No.
We ought to set off the north soon.
Revolutions 132. Revolutions 132. Revolutions repeated, sir. Very good. Port 10. Port 10. Midships. Midships.
Got the overall pictures, huh?
I got it briefly from the captain on the phone. We can an hour's notice for a liquid transfer. I've spoken to Chief. He reckons he won't get over 85% because he hasn't got his tanks prepared, as it were. But an hour's notice all round to Raz.
This is Vertrek.
Right, so yeah, I saw Pay, and he's happy that DSO's got it, so he's quite relaxed about the thing.
We've got the signal, the original signal.
And that's going out, is it?
Yes, sir.
You hear there? Captain speaking. We've just had a signal from the American NATO commander, Tom Strike Big Band, who has told us that one of his nuclear submarines has got a serious appendicitis case on board and asked Ark Royal to proceed at best speed to rendezvous with the submarine tomorrow forenoon. Now, to do this, it means we'll have to take some fresh provisions from Line F, all of which we were planning to do tomorrow. So we're going to have to do that this afternoon, starting the fresh provisions in about 20 minutes and doing the RAS with Almeida in about 1 hour's time. I'll keep you in the picture as things develops and when I get any further news from the Americans. But that's the program at the moment for this afternoon. That's all.
This is it. I mean, basically, I've got to get to the guy, so I want to be dropped at the submarine.
Yeah, well, take your time to assess it.
You obviously wouldn't and couldn't do anything on board the submarine. I might have to. That's my fourth possibility at the bottom.
Yeah.
If he's too ill to transfer.
How critical is this guy? Could this guy die?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, well, obviously the indications of those diagnoses are...
The thing is, it looks as though he went into bacterial shock and they've hit him with the antibiotics, we hope, at the right time.
That should tell you exactly what medical facilities are available.
How do I get on with it? I'll get that.
I'll get it brought up.
Right, yeah. Happy with that. So.
they really... CO824s in on this.
He's had it, and
We've seen that.
The one problem might be talking to the helos when they're actually at large, but we are talking to Santa Maria at the moment. They must be on the phone at large.
Yeah. All right, let's try.
Berthel, Sturgeon-class submarine. All have a look at the picture before you go. Get to know the idea of her layout, particularly her fin arrangement. Intentions once we get to Largesse is find out from base ops there what the situation is. We will refuel the aircraft and more than likely have a wait until the submarine has closed within such a range that we can go out to her and have 1 hour loiter in case the doctor has to go down, inspect the patient's condition, get him ready for transfer, and give us sufficient time for a night transfer, and get back again, and return with 40 minutes additional endurance.
Zulu times throughout, please, when you're talking to the ship, and anybody else for that matter. The aim is to get 2 Sea Kings up to Large. We're talking with Santa Maria, who's got a phone link to Large, and we will keep you informed of the latest developments.
When we get to the submarine... Yeah, that might be tomorrow morning or afternoon. Boss, I'd like to call the other aircraft over to 5610 Hotel Foxtrot now. Okay. We've got about 10 miles to go to the TCO and we can check in between ourselves before I call them up. Okay, fine. Roger, I'll call them up now. Okay, alright. Santa Maria, this is helicopter 050. My position 190. Santa Maria, 70 miles. Over.
Okay, at time 1900 to 70 miles. Well, just before I cut the cake, which is our 21st birthday cake, I'm just going to read a few telegrams that we've had, signals, on this occasion. The first one is from the Vice Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Ligo, who was the captain here in 1970, and he says, congratulations on coming of age. Then we had another one yesterday from the Commander-in-Chief, who of course flew his flag here when he was FOCAS some 5 years ago. Delighted that the Ark has been allowed to come of age and hope she has a very happy birthday. And finally, one came this morning from Buckingham Palace. I offer you my sincere congratulations on the 21st anniversary of the commissioning of Ark Royal. My thoughts are with you on this historic occasion, and I send to all members of the ship's company my warmest good wishes for the years ahead. Elizabeth R., Queen Mother. How's that? Well and truly cut.
Hey, I think I got the submarine. It's about 3 miles. Negative. About half a mile dead ahead. Roger, okay, in that case, it's in the blind dot. Look as if I might have some weather then, just right to the nose at about 3 miles, possibly. Yeah, a bit of clouds can be. The submarine's appearing just on the starboard there. I'll send you down with the stretcher then, Chief. Okay. Just to help them put him in and everything. Okay, when he comes in, we'll try and put the stretcher up there, feet first. Yeah, right. No, I'll set the head in. Yep, right. You can look at him here, first of all, if you like. Yeah, if I could. Just check he's okay. Yeah, the only trouble is we'll try and bring Chief Biddle in and get him off as well. They'll be coming up with him. Yep. That submarine's moving, actually, isn't it? Yes, he is.
southwest to close in closer to the harbor, seeking protected water, over.
I said it, not that. It's riding low too. Yeah.
It's going to be a bit heavy for the transfer, so... Okay, just bring it down a bit, Chief, will you, so that the hook's near it, our level.
Okay, where we go? What's the power for me, please?
We will not allow personnel to touch it until it has contacted the deck for static electricity purposes, over.
I said I understood.
Can you tell him we're lowering a crewman with the stretcher box?
Echo Mike, do you desire that personal gear be strapped in the litter to make one lift off, over?
He will ground the litter on your deck, and then when we recover the patient, we will pick up the crewman and the litter together, and any personal gear if you can spare it.
Echo Mike, roger. 50, Echo Mike, sending personnel topside now.
Roger, you're coming in then. I can see your head turning. Okay, running in.
Okay, you ready, Chief?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, raising you up to start off with. Yep. Clear. All right, Chief?
Yep.
Disconnecting you on the radio.
Okay. We okay there? We okay there, Bob?
Yeah, fine. You're in a good hover there, boss. That's a good position. Lowering the Chief now. He's going down with the stretcher just below the doorway. It's a good position. Go forward 2 yards. Sorry, go right and forward 2 yards. Okay, that's good. It's steady there. They got the stretcher on the deck and the Chief's on the deck. Just disconnecting. Move left 1 yard. Taking the hoist out of the way.
Okay, I want to move out of the way.
Okay, that's fine. Go left 2 yards. We've got the hoist and the Chief and the stretcher are on the deck. They're just going to open the hatch again to get the man out.
Okay, dropping back.
Yeah, okay, drop back and left.
Are we clear of that, Mahilo?
Yeah, I can't see the other helicopter from where I am, boss. If necessary, I can always just disconnect the stretcher and leave Chief Whittle hanging outside the door for a couple of minutes.
Bloody great gopher coming inboard.
Yeah, I know. Chief got goffered as soon as he landed.
Yeah. Okay, Mike, this is Navy 50. If you want to come left a little bit to reduce the swell over the casing, please do so.
Echo Mike, roger out.
Bloody great gopher coming inboard. Hang on, chap.
Bring in. Okay, come left only. Left only. Now come forward 5 yards. Forward 5 yards. Easy. Left and forward. Left. Left. Keep coming left. Keep coming left now. I've lost him under the aircraft. Come left. Keep coming left. Left fast. Keep coming left. Okay, I got him there. Now come. Easy, easy. Steady there. Steady. Now come right and forward. Right and forward. The hook's in the water. Forward only now. Okay, he's got the hook. Chief Whittle's got the hook with the survivor. They're both in the water. Steady there. Come back 1 yard. Come forward 1 yard. Okay, I've got a thumbs up. Just flying him. Okay, they're coming clear of the water. I've got them both out of the water. They're clear of the water. Okay, they're coming up. They're swinging around a bit. Okay, I'm just stopping it to give Chief Whittle a bit of a chance to get himself sorted out. Okay, and they're coming up. They're about 6 foot below the doorway.
I want his clothes off.
Okay. Get ready to steady the stretcher. Try and push it away from this red thing. Dots there. See the red fiberglass cone there? Yeah. Keep it away from that. Okay, I'm steadying the stretcher now in the doorway.
Right.
The guy seems to be all right. Up. Okay, we've got him in the doorway.
Put on the cone.
In hand. Okay, the stretcher's just a bit stuck. All right.
That's it.
50, Echo Mike, well done.
Okay.
Just got the stretcher in the door. This station straight in, so all the other aircraft will pick up.
I'm giving us a bit of slack now, Doc, under the seat. In. That's it. Okay.
Am I clear to go ahead?
Yeah, you're clear to go ahead. We've still got the door open and the survivor's head is just sticking out, but he's safe in the aircraft.
Okay. Right. Bring him forward. I'm very pleased I can get the door shut.
He's saying he's okay. I'm shutting the door 1/3. Clearly. Survivor's head is still slightly out.
Right. Just back on. Okay, Mike. 50, returning to Largesse. 55. Carry out continuous transfer with Echo Mike, then return Largesse. 55, roger.
You okay?
Okay, is he?
Yeah, the Chief's all right and the survivor's all right.
Largesse, this is Angel 50, returning My survivor is somewhat wet, but okay.
Switch the hoist off, please.
Roger, hoist going off. Roger, Tower, this is Angel 57. Am I clear for a straight in?
Yeah, close off.
Tower for 050 and 055.
Open door.
Continuing bond. You are clear to land runway 3.
Okay, can you give me the hoist back? I do want to move the survivor around a bit, and I'll have to put him back on the hoist, just in case.
Can we just swing him?
Well, it's a bit dangerous because we have to push him out a bit. We're going to be on the field in a couple of minutes.
Right.
Do you want to move it or not?
Blanket's on then.
Okay.
3 minutes to land. I want to cut the air off him. He's going to get really hypothermia if you're not careful.
Okay.
Echo Mike 055, running in. Echo Mike, over.
Okay, check complete.
Two green. Roger.
Can we get his feet in any more at all?
Right, hang on. No, we're jammed.
No, okay, it is as far as it'll go.
All right, Tower 4050, hold in your position. Hold my position.
How far are we got to go? Can you tell them it's urgent? The guy's cold.
4050, clear to land on right 24.
Okay.
Got him in the stretcher, laid him down. I was commencing to strap him in. All the time, the waves were breaking over the hull. And then all of a sudden, a big one came and took the stretcher, or started pushing the stretcher over the side. So I grabbed hold of the stretcher, hoping the other two guys would hang on to their lifelines and hang on to the stretcher. And they let it go, well, they had to let it go. And we went over the side into the water. And I hung onto the stretcher, holding the stretcher towards me, as we drifted aft very quickly and trying to keep my legs up because I knew the screws were coming pretty close. And the submarine went hard to starboard to keep out of the way. And we just stayed like that until we got the winch hook. Well, I tried to say, you're all right, you know, we're all right, we're floating. And that's all I could say, really. Then the winch wire came down and I hooked myself on. I hooked the stretcher on top of me. And then they started the winches up and we came up quite reasonably well.
Do now is we'll go and follow the flight plans to get back to Lockmore. And we'll sort the aircraft out.
Yeah.
I should think we'll be taking off in about 20 minutes.
Okay, well, I can sit down and chat with the chief and the guys in the ambulance.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get back on board. We're just talking with the chaps in the ambulance. They're saying it's quite remarkable how people can get together, countries can get together, you know, to do a rescue. You know, that you get this little chap with abdominal pain right in the middle of the Atlantic and all the cogs grind together and people thousands of miles apart fixed to get this chap up. But that chief did a good job.
That could have been you in there.
Oh, it could have been me in the water, but I couldn't have done the job he did, you know. I'm going to have a fag. You coming?